fish out there. Don't know if you can see that on the camera. There we go. Perfect. How are we doing, folks? It's Mario from MF Fly Tying, and today I'm heading out to a small Stillwater up in Scotland called Skelmorlie. So this is a water I've never fished before, but I'm heading out there. I see it on Facebook all the time, run by a guy called John, and get some really good fishing reports from it. So I'm going to head out there. It's about an hour away from my house in Glasgow, but before I actually get out on the road, really important to fill yourself up with some good quality food, some nourishment, ready for a day's fishing. So I took a stop in at McDonald's, got myself a breakfast wrap. So I'm really looking forward to my day. I've not been out fishing, not been doing much actually since I came back from the airflow down in Rutland, so I'm looking forward to getting some footage today. Hopefully we'll get a few fish. Tied up a few pink snakes as well for today, just in case we need to go into the dark side. But weather, it's a bit windy, it is overcast, it's not particularly cold, 12 degrees just now, it's 20 to 8 in the morning, so I'm hoping that I can fish some buzzers and some nymphs on some floating lines or maybe a tip line, but I do have some bungs, so I might give that a go. I've got some sinking lines as well that we can pull some lures and snakes, so hopefully that should do the job. And when we get a bit closer, I'll get the camera back on and we'll show you the water, and once we get out there I'll show you the setup and what we're going to be getting up to, and hopefully we'll get into some fish and can show you guys how good this fishery can be. Cheers! Come up through the golf course. I was in 2 minds of whether I was going the right direction. The sat nav brought me up towards golf course, but looks like I've arrived at the right place. This must be it here. It looks like I've got the place to myself. Brilliant. Looking forward to this, and we'll get ourselves set up and we'll see you in the water. Out for a few hours today. A small fishery in North Ayrshire called Skelmorie, run by John. First time on the venue, and got to set up 2 rods. Got a 5 weight, which I'm fishing 2 small dries. So I've got a small Caldy on the point, and then I've got another one, just a wee scruffy size 18 on the top dropper, just 2 flies on that, and then on my other rod fishing straight line buzzers. Hopefully the fish I've seen a few fish, they are up on the surface, so hoping to get a few fish that are on the dries. So as I said, first time up at the fishery, cracking wee water, probably I don't know about 30 pegs on it, we've got cracking condition as well. So let's get up in the car. It was about 13 degrees, it's overcast, there's nice ripple in the water, I don't know, maybe 10 or 12 miles an hour, something like that. It's due to drop later on, so I'm hoping that the fish are up, looking up, and we can get them on the dries, and if not, hopefully we'll get a few on the buzzers, and if we really need to resort to it, we'll fish the bung, or we'll pull some of the ugly stuff. Tied up a couple of pink snakes, so we'll give them a go. So we'll see you in the water, we'll get started, and I'll let you know if there's any change to the setup, but I'm going to start on the dries. Right, let's see if we can get a fish. So just stuck on a couple of wee dries, as I said in the original video. I think it's a size 16 or 18 that's on the point, and then a size 18 that's on the top dropper. So just fishing 2 flies. I have seen 1 or 2 fish that have come up. Sink that one a wee bit. One other guy on the water. I don't know if you can see on the camera. So we're up at the hill, up at Skelmorie. They call that I think they said it's Skelmorlie Moor. Or the Arctic Alps, I think. There's another name that they called it. They said there was 1 or 2 fish that were up when I first arrived, just off this bank. I'll probably head down to the other side of the water as the day goes on. Just follow this ripple down and see if we can pick up a fish or 2. Nothing to cover yet. I was speaking to John, he was saying that fishing down the margins, there's a lot of fish that get taken on the margins. So a few casts here, and just try and keep the flies in the ripple if we can. There's a fish there. Maybe a wee bit late to that fish. It's the first one that I've had the opportunity to try and cover. I just walked onto this peg and just spooked 3 or 4 fish just off the edge of the peg. Very, very close in. So I'm just going to have a wee shot with the dries again. Let me see if anything's interested. It's close in before we move right to the end of the peg. There's a fish that's just boiled at that fly, top dropper. Just come up and had a wee look and didn't want it. Another one that's just looked at that fly in the point. There's a few fish there. See if we can get one to look at it again. Need it to come up and over the top though. Might need to trim the caldie down just a wee touch, just so it's sitting a wee bit further down in the surface film. That's good. There was a couple of fish looking at them. And they said they've just come up and they've just nosed at them. Never came up in it. More fish down the edges. What we'll try and do is we'll try and get these flies to swing round just naturally. Just up against these reeds. It's just about there that those fish were. Coming up and having a nosy, but he shied away from the flies. Just missed that one. And that fish just come up and tried to sink it. That's good, we've had one fish up at the dry. Let's just come up from the left. Come on. Be surprised if we can't get a fish in this corner. Feels as if there's quite a few fish about. Another fish that came up and tried in that. Tried to take the dropper. So that's good. We've had a couple of fish up at the flies, but not managed to connect with one yet. And just here's the wee cauldie that I'm fishing. Hopefully you can see that. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a wee drop of the CDC off the fly. Not too much, just going to trim it down a little bit on both that fly and also the dropper as well. And oops, let me see that in there, tangle. And that will just allow the flies just to sit down in the water just a little bit more. The fish don't seem as if they're 100% confident in taking them, so we'll try that and just see if that makes any difference. That's a lot better. We could probably get away with just taking a little bit more off that as well, but I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the camera. But both of those dries are just sitting down just ever so slightly further in the water, so there's less CDC sitting above it. So we'll see if another fish comes up to take it, see if it's a wee bit more confident. Kind of felt that the first couple of fish that came up to take the flies, you could see them just boiling underneath the water, so they're obviously coming up to have a look and then turning at the last minute. So we want to just try and dot those down as much as possible without them sinking. There's a ton of fish that are showing themselves now, so there's absolutely no shortage of fish. Sink that leader a wee bit. Few buzzers hatching. Bastard. Sorry. That was a good take there. Missed that fish. That's 3 that we've missed. That fish is... There's a fish that's just feeding 3 or 4 times. Right out in the middle. Should fish of the day. What's that? Aye. First first fish at Skelmorlie. Number one.
Nice one, my friend.
Thank you.
Did you get it on?
I got it on the wee size, wee size 16 shuttlecock. Sandy. There we go. Cracking fish as well.
Oh, very nice.
Look at the tail. Cracker. There we go. Fish number one. The blank is off. I've seen that fish 2 or 3 times. There's a load of fish that are down that bank. Oh aye, loads. There we go. Right, moved down a couple of pegs, just turned a wee bit colder. Not quite as many fish that are up just now than there was earlier on. There's enough to be fishing for. I've had 1 or 2 boils just under the fly, just off this peg just before I started recording again. Very impressed with the water so far. Right, unfortunately, a YouTuber's nightmare, worst nightmare. Just got another fish there on the top dropper and the camera died. So I didn't realise that it had run out of battery. So I've just went and got my battery pack, stuck it on. So we're up to 2 fish, both on the dries. And that last fish actually just had said I'd seen a couple of fish just off that next jetty next to me, and covered it and they came up and took it, which is good. And they seem to be a bit more confident now that those wee shuttlecocks are just sitting down a wee bit further in the surface film, so that seems to have worked, which is good. Not as many fish up. There was a wee period just half an hour ago or so that there was fish everywhere. It's just cooled down a wee bit. Thoroughly enjoyed my day so far. Let's see if we can get another one. There's a fish right there. I'm a wee bit behind it there. You can get the flies just in front of that fish. I think it was coming up. It was. Had a go at it. So there is interest in the flies, which is good. I said I'll get one when I think if you can get the flies over the fish that are just shown, they will come up and take the fly, or they'll have a go at it, which is good. So you're getting a bit of sport, even if you're not connecting with every one of them. You are getting a bit of sport. There's a fish just behind those flies. Get another fish to come up to these. So seems to be a bit of a hot spot just in front of the pond, the platforms. Seems to be a good kind of area to pick up a fish or two. But it has been a wee bit colder. So maybe what we'll do is we'll give this another 5 minutes or so on the dries. We'll see if we get any other interest in it. If we don't get any interest in the next 5 minutes, what we'll do is we'll change on to the other rod, and we'll fish the buzzers and see if the fish want the buzzers. It's mild enough, so I would imagine that you should get them on buzzers. There's a big fish rolling about out there. It's not always outside your casting distance. My casting distance, maybe from the other side might have been a wee bit easier with the wind behind, but get the wind coming into my face here, so a wee bit more tricky. A big fish there. I think he was going the opposite direction. Flies just landed left of him. It looked like it had a bit of a paddle on it. Two more casts with this. just move down a couple more pegs, get the other rod out, and see if we can get the buzzer working. Right, so just changed over and get the buzzers and a small coral fab in the point. Just fishing this in this floating line. I'm just going to cast it out, just let it. We know that there's fish that are there because we've seen them, we've had a couple of offers. So the fab's just going to help keep those flies up a little bit. And we're just going to inch those flies back, just keeping in touch with them every so often. Maybe just give it a couple of wee tweaks and then just let them settle. Right, we can just come down to the bottom of the water, down to there. The wind's obviously blowing down onto this bank. Still got the buzzers on. Just going to try and let these swing round. See if there's any fish sitting down here in this corner. There's fish all over the place. And you're seeing fish every couple of minutes, you're seeing a fish up, feeding or showing itself, so no shortage of fish at all, which is great. Just need to try and get a hold of them. First fish that I've seen just down off the edge of those reeds. Should definitely fish about. See if we can get them to take the buzzers or the fab if they want a bit of colour. There we go. That fish just came bow waving after the fab there. I did say earlier on they might want a poo. Good fighting fish, really good fighting fish. Really good fighting fish. I said earlier on that they might want something pulled, and that fish just, I did see it coming up, and I thought I'll give it a wee cast. It's quite shallow in there, and it's just seen the fab, and giving it a go, but it might have taken the buzzer. Is that taking the buzzer? That'll be incredible if it has, because I was fishing them pretty damn quickly. No, it's on the fab. I do like it when they start bow waving. Wow, jeez, oh. I'll tell you something, it's been a while since I've had fish fight as well as this. Well done, John. Ah well, there we go. Off. We got the sport of it. So that was good. That's a wee fab that I'm fishing in the point. So we'll try that again. Just give that 3 or 4 big pulls. Try and get it popping on the surface of the water. As I said, just wait for it to go tight. Let's give it one there. I was going to go back up and fish it from the other side, but I actually think this, I can fish there. Should have been a fish. I was busy looking over the water and just missed that fish coming up and taking the flies. No, I was going to go up and fish it from the other side, but just the way that the wind is, I just feel as if maybe this side is just a wee bit more favourable. There's a couple of guys on the other side of the bank as well, so rather than the 3 of us being over there, we'll just stick to this bank. But that should have been a fish there. Just come up and took that wee dry. Back on the dries, because I don't, maybe later on I'll maybe have another go with other rod, but maybe put on a fast glass or something like that and pull a lure or a snake or something like that, because there were a few fish that wanted to, that were happy to chase. There's a few fish that are happy to come up and take the dries as well, so it's the 1st of November, really mild, so not that many more days that you can fish dries, I wouldn't imagine, as it get to the end of the year. So let's have a go trying to catch a few more on dries. That last offer annoyed me there, because I should have been paying attention. It's just fish just came up just on the outside of that pontoon next to me. There we go. There's a fish there. We want it. Just missed one there. Top dropper. Jeez, oh, missing them today. Missing them today. Just covered that fish, it was quite far away. The dries are very small, so I was kind of struggling to see the flies there. And before I knew it, I actually felt it as it took it. Oh well, we go again. Getting plenty of action though, so no complaints as far as that's concerned. But I've seen that fish 3 or 4 times just down that bank, just on the next peg. I just passed the next peg, so they do want the flies. It's just trying to get one to stick. There's a fish out there, don't know if you can see that on the camera. There we go. Perfect. So we can keep this one on. Yeah. Lovely. And that, I'll show you this wee. This is absolutely nothing. That's a fly there. It's size 18 or 20. Wee CDC, hardly anything to it. Just a wee gold body. Some olive silver. Cracking wee fly. That's the one that they're actually coming up to. That's number, well, it's actually number 4. Sorry, number 3. One of them I dropped to the net, one of them I never managed to get onto the camera because his battery died. Loads of other offers. But hopefully the camera picked that up. There's a fish, there seems to be fish that are just between the next kind of pontoon, what we call these, and the next one. So they're just coming up in between them, so it's a fairly long cast. If you can get flies down there once you see them. That's the last 2 or 3 that I've covered. We've managed to get. So we'll see if we'll keep an eye on that wee bit of the water down there. Just see if anything else shows. If we can get the flies over them, I'm pretty sure they'll have a go at it. So that's the last couple of fish that's came to that middle dropper, top dropper. See that wee tiny size 18 or 20, might even be a 20, I can't remember if it's an 18 or 20. It's small. But nothing to it at all. Wee bit of gold in its arse. Olive seal's fur. Like dubbin, don't know if it's seal's fur, but some olive dubbin. And then the Caldy. And that one's tied in a TMCO hook. One of the other bank anglers has moved off that other bank there, a wee bit further down. So might be able to get onto the other bank at some point. But we'll fish these couple of pegs for a bit longer. Fishing a wee bit sporadic, they seem to, you don't see anything for 10 minutes and then you see 3 or 4 all at once, so probably about another 8 minutes till you start seeing another fish. Fish just coming up, literally, actually just right off the front of that. I think that fish is going away from me. Bastard. Fish just took that bloody top dropper. So I started pulling. It's been a weird day, some funny things happening. My top dropper had just sunk down there and I just started to retrieve and a fish had a go at the top drop of that. Does sometimes happen. maybe just move down one of the pegs. I'll just go down one of them. See what else is happening. I need to just gink up one of my flies as well, so it's... The dropper's sinking a little bit. Let's see what's going on with it. Right, that's why it'll be sinking. I'll just move down one peg. The fish are really shallow, just come down and right away, just disturb the fish. Just you can't really avoid it, to be honest with you, because they're right under the platforms, which would tell me that if there's fish at this platform, there should be fish at the next one. We'll just rotate these platforms. We've got the whole side of this water just now, so we'll just go up and down these platforms and just see if we can pick a fish. See if we can pick a fish at each of them. You shouldn't have half a dozen fish the other day. It's a cracking water, this. Probably just one or 2 degrees, just 1 or 2 degrees, just on the cold side. I would say they're just not quite on the top. But they're coming up to that middle dropper. Oh, keep on saying middle dropper, top dropper. That was another fish there that came up. I think it was going that direction. Enough fish and dries. See if we can get one. Come on, fish.
I'm going to work hard now to keep that top dropper on the surface of the water. It's picked up a wee bit and it's just... Should have probably put another wee bit of floating on it. Come on. Right, look at that for a view. Absolutely stunning. That's a Clyde. Right. I think we're going to go down a wee bit further and past these reeds. And then we change the floating line on to a fast glass, I think. Maybe pull some, maybe put a lure of some sort, just to change it up a wee bit. Right, just stopped for a wee bite to eat, and the fish have started again, started coming up. So, just changed the point flight. So the distance distance between my two dries is about 10 feet. So anytime I'm fishing dries, I want my whether it's a single or whether it's two dries, I want the two flies to be 10 feet apart as a minimum. Sometimes you'll put a buzzer in between them. If I'm fishing a single, I want that to be at least 12 feet, at least from the fly line, providing that you can cast it. The further you can get your flies from your fly line, the better. And with dries, I always find that if you're going to fish more than one, try and get the distance between them as much as possible. Sometimes see people fishing 2 or 3 dries, and there's like 3 feet between the flies. For me, that doesn't really work. But I've certainly not got the confidence for it, so it might work. I just don't fish it that way. So there's a whole load of fish that were coming up a few minutes ago. Put that rod down. I'll get myself put back together. Look it. That was happening to me all morning. Eh? You do that on purpose there? So that I missed that fish? I did, I'm looking for your flies over there and I turned round and there was a fish over the top of the flies. No, listen, I wouldn't. We'll get another one. Mr. Fishy. Two in a row we've missed. I imagine that they would just soak those wee shuttlecocks in, but I'm coming to them a wee bit tentative. Had a brilliant day up here. fish was a wee bit closer to me. It's about another 10 minutes. Another, depending on traffic, if it's in the morning, probably another 10 minutes for me to get here. Not one that I'll be able to come to just for a couple of hours. It'll be one that I need to come to at the weekend, or maybe after work in the summer. The place is just come alive. Come on, just suck it in. I've literally missed 4 fish in a row. It looks as if the fish have taken it, but they haven't. Lifting and are not there. Fresh air shots. So let's see if we can get the next one. I'll come to both of the flies as well. So as if they're just picking out one. I'm having a go at both of them. On. Grab the fish. It's tense. Come on, give us a fish. Fish nosing at that, flying the point. camera, I don't know if you've seen that 3 times. That fish had a go at that, just nosing the fly, and then he had a go at it. It actually looks like a decent fish as well. Just fishing a 5 weight, so they're small flies. This feels like a well fight well up here. I'm really impressed with the fish, really impressed. A really good account of themselves. Do you know what? I've been really impressed with the quality of the fish. Really impressed with them. Yeah. That's it's a nice slim fish. It's been in for a while. Good tail on it. It came up 3 times nosing the fly, and then went, okay, I'll have it. Mistake for him. Let's see if we can get another one. I'll tell you something, the fish have been very impressive. I mean, look at that. Couple of pound fish that are at a couple of pounds that are just fight like demons. I know it's not a particularly deep water, so they can't go deep, so they do run, but absolutely brilliant fishing. Having to work for your fish, work hard for them, but very rewarding when you get one that's your fight off them is incredible. Was not expecting that from a small water, to be honest with you. There we go. That was when that fish took that whilst he was stripping the flies to. I'm talking to my YouTubers. Just tell them how good your fish are. Get their arses up. I don't know how many we've had now. Probably about 8 or 9 or something. All cracking fish. It's been a weird day. They're taking it whilst you're stripping. Can't even see the flies. Like figure eight, you know, culpie's back. Been bow waving. They've been nosing at the flies. They've been splashing at the flies. We've had a fair share. Been great fun. You just see the fish just in there. Must just be mooching about in there. Wind's maybe just going to come up a wee bit and put them down. This has by far been the best side for me anyway on these first couple of pegs. I've fished other areas of the water but not with the same success, so in the way that the wind's coming, able to kind of fish it down the bank. I'm just casting straight out and then just working my way around to that bank, just letting any fish that are cruising up and down there so that they're not getting the line on going over the top of them every time. So there's a fish up. There you go, he had 2 goes at that as well. And he's off. Ah well, good for the camera. So the fish are, they're not coming at the flies confidently, they are coming to them, but they're not rolling over them as you would hope. They're kind of just coming, nosing the fly a couple of times, checking it out, and then the odd one comes in and takes it, commits to it. So folks, almost at the end of my session. I'm running out of some space in my camera as well. But I just wanted to say thank you very much for joining me today up at Skelmorie, if that's how you pronounce it. It's been a great day, first time visiting the water. John's been fantastic. Really has made me feel welcome coming to the fishery. It's really well maintained, the fish are in cracking condition, there's lots of them, the weather's been good, and we've caught a fair share of fish, so can't ask for much more than that. So if you are looking for a small stillwater to go to in Scotland, on the west coast, look up Skelmorie, or Skelmorie, sorry, please accept my apologies. I'm probably butchering the name of this place, and I do apologise, just can't seem to say it properly. But listen, great fishery, get yourself down. North Ayrshire, I think this comes under just past Greenock and Inverkeith, and then a bit further out is obviously Larg, so it sits right on the Clyde estuary. I've had a fantastic day, thank you very much for joining me, and if you're out this weekend, tight lines. Finally, if you've enjoyed the video and you're not subscribed, please, I would appreciate it if you hit the subscribe now button, or the subscribe button should I say, and if you have enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos from myself, hit the bell for future notifications, and if you are a return subscriber, thank you very much for your continued support, I do appreciate it. Until next time guys, thank you very much, and tight lines, cheers.